Ripping out on me. Welcome everyone to the Ballinesian podcast, episode 60, sponsored by Levasa Island Apparel. Check them out, www.levasa Island Apparel. Brother Eri was just here in town.
Yeah, he came for a wedding, but he ended up working.
It was good to see him. And we're going to be seeing them soon. Him and Brother Va up for the 4 Days of Aloha in Vancouver at Esther Shore Park later this month. In July, what is it, the 20th to the 23rd? So make sure to mark your calendars, be there. I think it costs to get in. Do you remember last year? Oh, you had a plug last year. Wait, okay, sorry. I am Lance Falitongo.
Forrest Loud.
And I am Mike Fiso.
Forrest, last year you had a plug. Did you have an auntie at the door?
No, I had Eri who who actually gave the front desk our names because we were part of his table. But when I got there, it was too funny. So I got there, I was trying to tell her my name, and she was like, "Who you with?" So I told her. She was looking through it, and she goes, "I know you from somewhere." I was like, "Possibly not, but okay." And she was like, "You're not like an entertainer or a rapper?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, no, I'm not." No, I'm not.
You might have seen me.
And then she's still going through it because, you know what? You go ahead. I was like, all right, perfect.
Just pushed you through. I think it's like $5 or $10.
I think it's 10.
It's 27 the first day for 35 for an all-day pass Saturday. And there's also a Ikolu concert you can get tickets for.
Ikolu's gonna be there.
Dang, I forget that they
$27.
Nice.
And then Saturday is just $8. Nice. Or Sunday is just $8.
Yeah, I think there are some nights that have like big performers and it's kind of charged up. But what is that website that you're able to see that at?
I'm on oh boy. Kekukui Foundation.ticketspice.com.
Nice.
Okay. I just Googled it and looked at the one, like the most legit one.
Nice. Some people don't know how to do that. Some people are bad at that. Finding the information off of the Google page. Good stuff.
There's a lot of distractions, man. People pay to have their stuff pushed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Like, what is that? Net neutrality.
Yeah, when I worked for the Bureau of Vital Statistics in Alaska, I was like making people's birth certificates, marriage license, death certificates, etc. But when people would Google it, there was like 4 fake sites that just pushed their stuff up in front of our website. And I was like, how can this be? Like, why would Google let that happen?
Before your legit website.
Yeah. So like half the calls were people calling me and be like, hey man, I placed my order. It cost $700. I was like, whoa, bro, you got scammed, man.
You got scammed.
It's gonna cost you a little more to get these real ones, but yikes.
Damn. Yeah, definitely. What is the best way to figure out what a scam is? Like, it takes you to like a weird website. How do you recognize a weird website?
If it's not .com, usually that's a big indicator,
right? But if there's naked girls on the advertisement, then
the advertisements. Sometimes the advertisements will change to like different stuff. If it's like cash, they're trying to hit you up for money and stuff.
A legit site doesn't have to sell their space for those kind of
exactly,
because you're coming to that address for the product, not for like a bunch of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, also, by the way, check out this website. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just
triple double check, man. Like, maybe if there's a phone number, give them a call. Make sure you're calling the right place. I don't know.
Well, sometimes there'll be a phone out there. Sometimes there'll be a phone number to somebody that'll pick up the phone and like coach you on how to go buy $1,000 worth of GameStop cards and fucking send it to
they're asking
Walmart cards.
If you have to pay in gift cards, then it's probably not legit. But up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, protect yourselves. Make sure.
I don't want to stereotype, but I feel like a lot of those scams are from India. Like, every time someone hit me with the Indian voice, I'm like, oh, no way, Jose.
Bro, I feel like they target, though. There's like so many people that they target
I
over
mean,
here, like old people or people that
it's a
don't
lot of old
understand.
people. Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of older people, they'll find out. But I follow this TikTok page where this dude uh calls the call centers and like he scams the scammers. It's
Oh,
hilarious.
yep.
He like pretends he's an old lady. That
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, oh my
Oh,
He'll be
god.
that's
like,
a good
"Here,
one.
it gave me this. Can you enter your
Right. And
email?"
then
And then it'll ping his shit. He's like, "I got him
right.
inside his IP address.
And then
Here,
he
this
shuts
looks
like their
nice."
whole
Doop, doop,
yeah.
doop, doop, doop. Turns off all the breakers in their apartment building.
Bro, what's so funny is when they get mad and they start arguing with him back, like, no, fuck you. And they're like, bro, you were just trying to scam him. What are you doing?
Why the fuck did you do that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Why
remember
did
that
you
one.
do that?
No, 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 no! Why did you do that? Yo, he's
Oh
like deleted
man.
his whole shit. Oh
That's
man.
hella funny.
And I don't know if they work on commission, but that guy sounded like he was like gonna get a
Like
big chunk of that money.
it sounded like someone like this boss is gonna kill him.
Bruh. Uh, all right, yeah, scammers. Watch out for them scammers, man. They're always preying on people that don't understand new technology. And we got like AI coming right around the corner. There's gonna be a whole bunch of shit. You're gonna be
Oh,
getting calls from people that pop up on your phone as people you know with like their home picture and shit.
right.
And they're gonna sound like them, and they're gonna be like, "I need you to send me $200," and you'd be like, "What the fuck?" Oh, I mean, okay, yeah, but
Try again.
bruh, yeah, watch
You
out
have
for
to
that
start
shit.
making code words with your people. Like,
Yep,
yo, if you need money, you have to say this word.
exactly. You gotta have some whole other shit. Yeah, yeah, okay. What happened this week? Pack Feast Festival. Where's whoa, man.
Yeah.
First off, shout out to Pacifico by Design for all the interviews of all the vendors and the artists that I've seen that they've been putting out on Instagram. I like felt like we was there. Been able to see a whole bunch of people, even though we were in the
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest. God
Yeah.
damn.
Hey, Island Mogul too, man. Shout out to them because they went and
Nice.
they interviewed security out there, IPS, the dude that was running it. So
Bro.
I mean, they highlighted him, so that's dope, man. Because without those guys, really, I mean, you can't really have a safe festival. So shout out to those guys. You know what I mean?
Shout out
Island
to the
Mogul for
two
stop.
IPS security
Yeah,
guards that were the Vibe security right
yeah,
next to the
yeah,
stage.
yeah,
These guys are not only checking people in the crowd, they were also hyping up like the whole concert, like they knew all the songs and shit.
Yeah.
They were dancing along.
That's dope.
Shout out to the Vibe guys.
Yeah.
Man, who was all in this festival? Like
Man, there's a ton
Fiji
of performers.
performed.
I seen Fiji. I seen like Drew Deasy was out there.
Yeah. Real quick, what is this behind this? Did Drew Jeezy start this?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. You know, the first time I started seeing Pacific Feats, no joke, was Summer Job Bless. He was promoting it. So, and then I seen Island Mogul also, Island Block Radio side. So that's how I found out.
Oh, everybody was there.
Yeah, it looked like a really good crowd.
Out at the park, out good weather, just like
Yeah, oh, San Diego,
good
man,
music,
so much good weather, man.
good food.
San
Oh
Diego got
man,
good
like
weather.
art, like designers, like clothing, like hella people. Mobligated was out there. Shout out
Hey,
Mobligated,
shout out
bro.
to Rosie Coyfish of the official Mile High Club 2 podcast. She was out there. She had some pretty good stories on her Instagram, so
Nice.
that was dope.
Yo, that transition, her and is it Kose?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that was there and able to put all those videos out and to kind of spread how big an event that was. I feel like so the PolyFest has been growing a lot
Right, yeah.
over the last couple of years. I feel like, and then we're going. I'm for sure going this year. You've been going
Yeah,
for
that was
the last couple.
Last couple. Yeah.
Mike, have you ever been to the PolyFest in Auburn?
In Auburn, nah, I have not. But like I said, my sister, they like host it. They're one of the sponsors. I was supposed to go last year. I was not ready to be around big groups of people yet, so
Yeah,
put
same.
my butt on. But now I'm brave.
Oh, was last year? Did they have EM Tony there?
They did. He performed
Yeah.
early.
Nice.
He was. I mean, I guess I know he was. so much more bigger now. But I mean, he still had a little following because of all his YouTube videos and a lot. He did one video I remember when he was in Hawaii, so he had a little bit of a following, which was pretty cool. And then it was also cool to see him interact with like all the kids like that he went to school with out here. Out and shout out to Decatur. So he had a little crowd with him, so that was pretty dope. Who else was out there? Decatur. I feel like every little city has like a little Decatur. Like, what I think there's a theory that we came up with. We're riding around the car. I think every little city has a little MLK street on it, like everywhere in America. We also have theories of how that street becomes where everybody goes when they're gentrified into MLK. But we won't get into that right now.
All right.
But yeah, it was a good show, man. It was a little smaller the year before. The year before we just really went to get food. We didn't really know what it was, but obviously we knew there was going to be food there. Man, I
am about the food vendors.
Man, so they have I got to ask my sister.
Shout out to the food vendors out there.
They have one of the better. It's a little Otai business, a family-owned business. If you guys don't know what Otai is, it's a Tongan made I don't know how we would say, but it's a drink. So they make
like
it
a poi with fruit,
something like that, but it's more of a drink than poi. It's a little thicker. It's really good. They do all kinds. They're really good. I know they'll be there again this year. They had a poke place, which was really good. So the last episode of the Polytaking podcast, or the episode before this last one, Seppo was talking about how he has diabetes, and I felt bad because the last Polyfest, Seppo we were eating I think we got some poke bowls, we had some drinks, we tried to go get Otai, and then I was listening to him talk about. I was like, damn, I contributed to Seppo's sickness. That's hurtful.
You're over here just enabling this.
Yeah, we got.
I got it. Just eat it.
It was, I think, poke nachos. That, oh my gosh, yes, it was good.
Oh, that's that time you guys went and he needed to borrow cash or some the ATM or the card.
Yeah.
Venmo or some shit.
Yeah, except for he performed and he was a vendor there, so I got a shirt. A lot of people. It was nice. That wasn't this past year. It was the first year that I went.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Stefo was probably the only person I really got to see that time, because after I just hung out with Stefo most of the time. I didn't really go watch anything after that because, like I said, we were walking around eating a lot. But it's grown a bit. Shout out to Jesse and Victoria Korea, DJ Loose Screws, who they put it on. They run, I don't know if they still do Emerald Dynasty. That was their company. But yeah, right now, if you're trying to get tickets for the PolyFest, you can hit up DJ Loose Screws or Victoria Korea on Instagram, or the PolyFest. They have their own website, PolyFest website, or Instagram. So tickets are on sale now. They're still looking for vendors. They're still looking for. I think you can still get on as a performer. They're
still looking for people to sign up, vendors. They also have these VIP cabanas, VIP sections you could buy. I think it's $2,500 for 12 people.
Yeah.
But it's like a sectioned off place. You
get a tent. Yeah. Access. They have food back there for you and your 12 people.
You're in a separate section away from the really big crowd. You're sharing the same space as the artists and stuff. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Well, we should try to get Loose Screws on here to talk about it, and how that stuff.
For sure.
Bro, when I first read it, I thought it said VIP cannabis, and I was like, bet. How much is that section? I'll bring my own even, but let me get in that VIP cannabis section. And bro, I wrote that on this post, and he was like, "That's a different festival, bro. It's the one across the street." And I was like, "All right, I'll be at that one until the yours opens, and then across the street." PolyFest.
Yeah. When I was in middle school and high school, the church I went to, we put on we call it a Pacific Festival.
Nice.
It was just one day, but that was a long time ago. That was 15, 20 years ago. And it's just good to see. Like it all started in like a parking lot, right? So not very big, maybe like 20 vendors and some food and like people performing, not like a major performance or anything, but like, cultural dances and stuff.
Nice,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that was like very small, but then to see like it come now, we have events where there's like thousands of people coming and
Yeah.
we're all getting together. It's really nice to see the progression.
It's cool to be able to see it, and like
Yeah.
the progression, like, we're growing and there's, kind of the potential of a trajectory to continue to grow and to continue to kind of be introduced to, I guess, the mainstream of people will know our music, know our food, kind of know our culture, and to be able to share it that way with more and more people each year. And it's not just one. I feel like it's like 10 different festivals that are either growing
Yeah.
or establishing themselves where people are able to come together and have a good time. And oh man, I'd be thinking about Carson used to have Samoan Flag Day, and it would be like a week long event. And the Samoan Federation of America in Carson, 404 East Carson Street, they would like put it on, get a bunch of vendors, and it would be like a week long event. There was a Taupo competition. There were people selling food there. Oh, there was cricket. There was a cricket tournament.
There was cricket.
And then when I moved to American Samoa in like 2002 again, when I was a kid in middle school, I heard that like people would be shooting around it, or like there would be.
There's I think 2 years in a row they had like really big fights there, like two really big fights, and then so they postponed it. So now I don't know if they still have Samoan Flag Day, but they do have another festival now that's pretty. I forgot what it's called. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but they do have another festival that they hold in Carson that's pretty big, or it's getting pretty big. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, and I was just thinking like it's good to see the progression of these different festivals and it being like peaceful and people like really going to have a good time
Yeah.
and making sure that the vibes stay that way. And yeah, just to make sure that there's not violence or anything stupid popping off like that. We're all there to be together, to celebrate, our cultures and, have good times. So yeah, that's important to remember.
Amen.
Don't be fighting for
No.
what? Don't be shooting for
I know
what?
in Hawaii they still have Samoan Flag Day held at Kihi Lagoon. So I mean the food there is amazing. That's probably one of the best. Oh my gosh.
Oh, bro. And also shout out to the Politicking podcast for that freaking Samoan plate prompt question. Man. Yeah, I can't wait to be up there and to really try those vendors and stuff, or even to stop at Stevenson's, to stop at any other island plate place there is up there. And I feel like that's the closest like I could be to home while
Right.
still up
Yeah.
here in the States, and to be around our people like that instead of being in like predominantly white here in the Pacific Northwest.
I was gonna tell Sepha that he kind of cheated because I know barbecue we do barbecue a lot, but like I figured he cheated, man. He put barbecue chicken in his plate. So you know what I mean? Like a barbecue plate for me is different, man. Like
what's wrong with barbecue chicken? I thought
nothing.
that was mandatory.
No, that's gonna be a whole
Yeah.
different plate for me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's gonna be a whole different plate. Like
Yeah, your meat plate and your sides plate.
so,
That's how I do it.
Mike, have you ever been to Samoa, Mike? Have you been to
No.
Samoa yet?
No.
All right, so let me tell you, you can drive down the road and like maybe every 2 miles, they have a little tent on the side of the road. You can pick up a $5 barbecue plate with a whole chicken leg, 2 turkey tails in it, a sausage, and either some rice or taro.
Oh
And
my
you
gosh.
might get some-
$5?
well, it's probably not $5 anymore.
Inflation, but
It might be about 10, but
Oh,
still,
even 10.
no.
Even 10. I'll pay 10.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll pay
I'll
10
buy
for
a
that.
bunch of
I mean,
plates for $10.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Don't
So
like all the homies do plate sales for like that much or more.
No,
I'd say 20 is
Yeah.
So when they
the
do it out here,
minimum now.
that's what we're talking. When they do it out here, you can charge 20 out here. People will pay that. Like in Samoa, people look at you like, bro, you crazy? $20. I can go home and get. I can go down to the next street and
Ooh.
get the $10 plate. But
Okay.
like I said, like you could go and they even have a shop. You remember that shop in Utule, Lance, right next to the gas station?
That would just barbecue.
That's what they would sell.
Oh man.
Literally, that's what they would do. They barbecue all day long, and you go inside. You can get fali food, garlic fali food. But one of their best things too was a little cup of oka. So you could get the oka.
Nice.
You can pick all the meat you want from. Like you get 2 chickens, turkey tails, or you make your own plate.
Yeah, make my rice at home. Oh,
Right, yeah, exactly. So now you got like a whole meal, and I mean, if you're buying from that store, your plate's probably gonna be a little bit more, like maybe like $15, but still, like
that's worth it.
But like I was telling them, like,
15's a steal still.
if it's a Samoan plate, like they were saying, man, I already put on their comments, bro. They have this place, it's a Chinese restaurant in Samoan. It's the first place I know that they did it, but they have lamb, which is what we call mamoy, and what they do is they put it in batter and they deep fry it. Well, it is the worst thing for you, but it is the best thing for you. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you. So that has to be in my plate. It's gonna be that, 2 pieces of taro. And if you guys don't know me, turkey tail is my absolute favorite growing up. So 2 pieces of turkey tail. And so if I can, I'm gonna get a side of sapsui like Marcus. And if you grow up in Samoa too, you gotta eat those Samoan bangers. You
Get
know
the
what
bangers.
I mean? Yeah. So
what's that?
Wait, okay. It's like the sausage.
Sausages?
What kind is it? Portuguese? No.
No. Portuguese.
Chinese?
It's like a certain type of meat, but it's
it's pork. It's the way they do it.
It's like a mild spice.
Have you ever? Oh man, they don't even. I don't know if they have. You know what, Mike? You're gonna have to come to PolyFest with us. I'm gonna grab a plate from either Valley Harvest, and Steven and Sons. If you guys listen to us, we're giving you free promotion right now.
Turn us up.
We're just. This is our announcement that we're gonna be.
We're gonna
at your
play
stores.
this audio clip.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna play this audio clip when we come by.
See,
we told 94 people that they should be here,
right?
And then we showed up too.
So we're gonna grab a plate. We'll bring it out there, Mike. You get some of that food.
Yeah, I'm down. I wasn't even planning on going, but this sounds lit.
If you're free, definitely.
Yeah.
Which are you guys going all the days?
There's only one for PolyFest.
I think it's just Saturday, August 5th, right?
Yeah, which is cool too, because I mean, we get up there, do that. If if it was a
we'd have to smoke
trip
outside. I believe the rules don't allow like open cannabis use.
No cannabis, no alcohol.
Closed cannabis use.
Hopefully I don't have to. Right. Hopefully we don't have to tell you this, but no weapons, no guns, no nothing. You know what I mean,
bro? You don't need it. You don't need it.
It's a family event. But yeah, man, Mike, you should really come down there. We're gonna be there.
Yes, slide through. Yeah, we gotta link up there and just really experience everything that's going on. And the concert, bro. Correct. Who else is gonna see on the Toki?
I'm excited to see Latasha Lee. She can sing.
Woo!
She can sing, man. So there's gonna be a lot of performers, and last year I was fortunate enough to see one of my very close friends, someone that I call my brother, John Akapo, and his group, the Fob Rockets. Shout out to Eddie. They were good, man. So I got to see them perform. Shonen Toki was there also. Molo was there. Who else? Finn Gruber was there. He's always good. He's always good live. So I think they were all headliners, but I think a lot of people who really don't listen to like all of those all poly music, I think all of them came to see like Kenyon Brown and his siblings, Raylick Brown and Peanut Butter. Kenyon Brown's probably the most recognized, I think, that was out there. Yeah,
I remember when they came through Barrel Room downtown Portland.
They'll be here next week.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
DJ Noise.
I think DJ Noise and the Brown siblings, they'll be here at Roseland next week, and then they'll be no, they're not gonna be at Jazz Bones in Seattle, in Tacoma. They're good. Well, they'll be up closer to you, Mike, in like 2 weeks. So
Okay.
it's good
Nice.
music. Good music.
This
Oh,
this
Tanel
is
was there
good.
too. Yeah.
This is good because sometimes I'm at the dispensary and the bud tender be telling me that like, hey, are you going to this Islander Fest? He is not an Islander. He's telling me, hey, you know, there's an Islander Fest at the Hillsborough Stadium, and I was like, when? He was like, last week, bro, and I'm like, no. I I need to know when these things are happening. I don't know what all is out there, so
Yeah, you know why,
definitely
man?
we need to figure out.
Because when these performers come in, that's probably the first place they hit is a dispensary.
Uh, it's
True.
just like, yeah, I was
That
totally
makes
there,
sense.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Vibes.
And another plug, one of our good friends also, it's like family, Timo and DJ Lusku's, Timo who's repping Top Flight Security and DJ Lusku's are getting together and they're bringing Ninja 9 to Seattle in a couple of weeks.
Ooh,
Hey,
So
damn.
they'll be out in Seattle. I'll find out the details to that. So yeah, I
what,
mean, what happened?
what is the Nisha 9 song that they're most known for?
Man, I can't
I
tell
feel
you
like
off
I
the
know
top of
like
my head.
three. Yeah, I feel like I know
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they're gonna be. Wait, where are they gonna be in Seattle,
Yeah, they'll be in Seattle.
bro? How long is that trip for you? You're already in Vancouver, right? So what
Yeah.
is that, 2.5?
2.5 if I'm relaxing.
Oh,
Hour 45.
hour 45.
Hey man, sometimes you can get away, and I'm not condoning this. Anybody is listening. You can go
Hey,
like you can get
follow
away
the
with 90.
law
Yeah,
in your area.
follow the law. But you can get away with going like 95 for a while out there because it's just
God damn.
No, it's true. Okay, this is
Yeah.
my driving theory, especially on the freeway on distances over like an hour and a half. You have to find your rabbit, like a Hennessy commercial. There's always a car that's just fucking zooming. I guess sometimes
Yeah.
it's forced. So I just
Somebody going
find
way
that.
ahead of
Yeah,
everybody.
like
See,
that guy's going driving
and
6 hours. I'm driving
that's what
4.
you do. That's what you
Yeah.
do. You find that one car, but you know what? Because you find that car, 4 more cars are gonna follow his lead.
Yep.
If you're following the flow of traffic,
Yeah, and if you're all moving like a pack, then
Yeah.
cop ain't gonna pull all of you over.
no, he can't pull all of you over. I mean, So
Nice.
I was moving with the flow of traffic, officer.
right, like then you can like if you get pulled over, then you be why you pull me over? I know why you pull me over.
Yeah. Sure.
Look at me. Look at me. The one thing I read about how to not get speed trapped is to be next to another car.
Yep. Exactly. See?
It's the only thing I can say for that. But also, yeah, the rabbit, if you do let somebody do 95 in front of you, theoretically, you could also do 95 about 30 seconds behind them, and they will be the rabbit that trips
Right.
the trap, and you can slow down and go by them if they get pulled over.
I
But
always
they're the
think
ones
about
that gonna set off the booby trap cop.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If you're not first, you know what I mean? You're not gonna get
exactly. I was just gonna say, I'm thinking about Ricky Bobby.
Hey,
Shake and bake, baby.
you
Shake
know
and
what I mean?
bake.
Hey,
Activate the slingshot.
that's what I'm
Here we
saying.
go.
There you go.
You just fly right by them.
If you're not first, you're last.
Hopefully the
Exactly.
cop doesn't like, oh, that guy's going a lot faster.
Why
Comes
is he
after
going
you. Oh no.
150? This guy's wild.
Bro, sometimes when I'm going like 80, sometimes like 80's fast for me. So if I'm going 80, but cars are like zooming by me, fast, I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, how fast are you going? I'm going like 80. You're zooming past me. You're at least at 100. That's crazy. Like, and then you're like, you know what? I think I can go that fast.
Push it to the limit.
It doesn't look that fast when everyone else is doing it.
But
You're just kind of you're keeping more so space between you and someone else than you are managing speed.
right. To answer Lance's question, it is about 2 hours and 20 minutes. If you're driving and it's not a bad drive because it's a straight. don't test me. It's a straight drive. It's an easy drive. I mean, and they do have rest stops where you can use the bathroom along the way. There's a lot of places you can pull over, get something to eat. But on a 2-hour drive, I mean, if you already don't have food in your car, then you don't do this often. But
Right. Use the bathroom before you leave.
right. And if you're young and you're a risk taker, Gatorade bottles is what you need if you don't want to stop
Yeah.
to use the bathroom.
I want to
That
say
sounds
as a
dangerous though when you're driving and
Oh no,
Oh,
you're driving, you gotta
yep,
put
yep,
up.
yep, yep.
ah, just going there. Oh no!
And then when you're at the house, when you get to the house, you're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" So I just gotta wash the car. Just
Gotta
gotta wash
watch
the car real
everything.
quick.
Take a shower too.
As a former package delivery driver, yeah, bottles, piss bottles, like any sort of cup, like a large cup from McDonald's. It's got a lid on it. Also works fine, but
Man, I don't
that's
know, man.
and
A
no
lot of
one's trying to stop their day to pull over somewhere and take like 8 minutes to get out, use the bathroom. Seriously, people convince ourselves that it's better if I just pull over, get in the back, use this bottle right now. I'll feel a lot better and I can keep going for 8 more hours. Like
I know there's people
convince
that's
yourself
gonna
that's what's okay.
there's people that's gonna listen to this and have a really big ego, but like, bottle. I don't need a bottle. It's too small for me. Yeah.
You
Well,
need the
okay.
Gatorade wide mouth bottle.
Well, I
Okay.
said that's you know what I mean. That catches everybody. It's a wide range of people that could use a Gatorade bottle. So
What else do we got? Any other festivals that are going? I feel like those are the Feats
Um,
Fest just went on.
the Pacific Food Festival, which is the week
Whew.
before the PolyFest, and that one is I think that one's in Tacoma. So
that is,
Lakewood, yeah, at the Lang Stadium.
yeah, it's in the parking lot
Bro.
there. Hopefully, there's no trouble like there was. And I'm not saying don't go
No.
because we also, but there was trouble last year. It wasn't directly at there, but everybody was on their way there. They were close to it. There was a shooting out there. So, man, if you're about that energy, stay home, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because that's
definitely don't
that's
I,
not what
I,
be.
the yeah, that's not what the festival's
you guys have
about.
a lot of shootings down there in Portland?
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know. Do we?
It
I was gonna
there's
say,
been a
are there
lot.
more or
Oh,
less? It's-
I guess in certain parts of Portland there definitely are.
Yeah, certain parts of Portland. I mean, and a lot of the guys that are doing these shootings are like implants. They're from like, and I hate to say this, a lot of these guys are from like LA and the Bay that come out here and are
Motherfucking
yeah,
Californians
and
coming up here and taking our air.
and they're integrating into
So,
Portland City, and you know what I mean. They're trying to catch their own wave of money, I guess. Maybe not the best way, but they're out here doing stuff like that. So, but
jeez.
but yeah, what festival was it at? Samoan family took their food truck. I think it was called Taste of Samoa. This is why I love Lance because Lance writes everything down and he's always prepared. But,
My
they
edible
won.
kicked in about 18 minutes ago.
But they won number one food truck at the festival they went to. So that's amazing. You know what I mean?
That's tight.
What's the truck
Yeah,
called?
I think it's Taste of Samoa. I want to say it's called the Taste of Samoa or Taste of Samoa. And they won number one food truck at that festival.
Hey, yo, guys, guess who got to sing the national anthem at the home run derby today?
Ooh.
Kim Chong
Yeah, let's go.
What?
Yeah, that shit's
Yeah.
in Seattle right now. The
That's
MLB
dope.
All-Star game.
That's
Nice.
dope.
Oh,
So
right. It's fucking All-Star Week. Yeah, they just took a
Yeah.
break.
You can't tell. It's All-Star Week, baby.
Braves.
Ooh, you're a Braves fan?
I am.
Okay.
Why? Yeah. Let's go. Why? Why are you a Braves fan?
What? Oh man! Since I was a kid, man, I'm not even gonna lie. My best friend when I was a kid, still one of my best friends, David Richmond. We love baseball, and we watched the Braves win our '97 pennant at his house. We watched Sid Brim, whose career was supposed to be done. You know what I mean? We watched him slide into home base and win the pennant. I mean, we were already Braves fans then, but at that moment, that solidified me for life to being a Braves fan. One of my favorite players of all time is David Justice, and then just watching their lineup at pitching was they had Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, what else they had? That
I know
rocker.
those names.
Those guys all on one team. Amazed. That's crazy. That pitching lineup they had was probably the best lineup that you could have on one team ever. So they had guys like Ron Gant played for the Braves. One of my favorite players of all time, again, Hank Aaron was a Brave. They had role players like guys you'll never hear of that I know, like Rafael Belliard, who was like a 5'8" utility baseball. Like they put him, he could hit a little bit, but what he did, he could field, man. He was great. So yeah, the Braves were for me. Bobby Cox is one of the best managers to ever manage a team. You know, the Braves at one time were the Buffalo Bills of the Major League Baseball. They would always get to the World Series, but they would never win. I think it was a streak of like 3 years.
Dang.
And then finally they won the championship, and then they won a few more. They're about to win one this year. They lead the NL right now. So, any Dodgers fans out there, I apologize to you guys.
Let's go blue. Dodgers, man. Nah, I've out of the 3 major sports, baseball would be the third for me. But all my Dodger fandom is really devoted and committed to my sister, who is the biggest LA Dodgers fan that I've ever known.
That's dope.
Yeah, everything. That's one of the great things that we connected on is the Dodgers, and it was mostly because that was her team that I joined, so it was like a family team.
That's dope.
And then obviously they have their history and their payroll in Hollywood, and it's an easy team to root for when they're doing good, and even when they're not, they still have a bunch of really big, huge contract, talented guys that can, do good or are worth seeing, worth going to watch, even if we're not winning, even if man, Kershaw's still playing, bro. I'm like, hey, it's the same as Phillip Rivers, man. Like
Clayton.
This is like 4 years, 4 years too long. Clayton. Hey, shout out Tarzan. You're how are you a Mariners fan? Like that's your
got to be
the M's,
yes, man.
M's.
I thought Ichiro was my hero growing up, man. This guy was so fucking good.
Man.
And I always felt so bad for him because
he's
the only one who get on base. And then he was just, he's like, damn, I'm hitting 200 hits a year and we're losing every game. But I mean, the first year he came, 2001, that was the best Mariners season ever.
Yeah,
we won the most games ever in a season. And then, but I think we lost to like the Yankees in the divisional round. So that was tough. But yeah, I love the Mariners. Ichiro's filthy. Ken Griffey Jr.
That's what I was about to say. Possibly, arguably one of the best or the best Major League Baseball player, Ken Griffey Jr., one of the greatest hitters. So the kid,
so natural, so natural. Like him and Ichiro, like when he came back at the very end and they were on the team together, they made some funny commercials.
Those two, they had A-Rod on that squad, Randy Johnson, who we were just talking about because he's an NFL photographer now.
Right? Getting all the angles, 6'10".
Right.
Following his dreams. Yeah, getting different shots from crazy angles up top.
That would be the scariest person to have. Like if I was standing in the batter's box and Randy Johnson's on the mound, I'd be so scared he was just going to peg me in the face.
Right, like what
at 110.
And it would blow your face off. Like not
like
that it would hit you, it would kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he obliterated that bird that one time.
It's funny because we think about Randy Johnson being 6'10", and then I was telling somebody that he's not even the tallest pitcher that I've ever seen. Tallest pitcher was this kid out of did he go to Yale or Harvard? He played in the major leagues for a little bit. He was also the basketball center at the school. His name was Chris Young, 7 foot.
Yeah. Imagine the wind up and the velocity you can
imagine
get
that stride.
He's halfway there when he lets go of the ball.
Yeah, that too, bro. That's got to be a little different.
He's handing it to the pitcher. He's handing it to the
gas
catcher.
on fucking softball.
I only played like t-ball, like little league in Carson, Callis Park. Shout out to Callis Park. I was on the the Calais Rangers. I think the Calais Dodgers one year. Can't hit for shit. How do you hit a baseball? My
It takes a
coaches
lot of
assumed I
practice.
knew how to do stuff. I would be
Like,
like
if
the
this
biggest
guy
person on
touches
the
the
team.
ball, it's going out of the park. They're
But
like, we
like
just
I
got to get him to
couldn't,
touch the ball.
I could not make any contact whatsoever.
Uh,
Still can't.
I would say one of the biggest mistakes I've seen, just with like little kids when they're batting, is that when you swing, a lot of people turn their head. So like if you're right-handed and you swing and you're looking down third base line, you fucked up.
It's
You
gonna
literally have
yank.
to watch the ball the entire way. Like, and you just need really good reaction time, and then a lot of torque because it's like all in the hips and core to like
Hips and
swing
core.
the ball.
Yeah.
Throw your hands forward first. That's also a good tip. If you throw your
Man,
hands forward first, the bat will bring itself through and smack the ball. And
faster.
yeah,
Ooh.
I got hit by pitches a lot, which I always thought was weird because I had the hugest strike zone. I was like, how is this happening?
They were just like scared. Like you were taller than most other kids.
Yeah, but I was skinny as heck. I was like 165, 170 in high school. Like the wind would blow and I'd fly away.
Your height made it like a magnet. They were just
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
just
don't know,
like,
I don't know how not to hit you. All
yeah.
this is like, don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him.
That's funny.
Bink.
Dink. I'm
Take
like,
your
and then
base.
I'll go to first base, and then I'll just steal second and third right away. Like, all
Hey,
right,
you guys
like
see?
5 steps.
There you go. You guys see that Cincinnati rookie?
Oh, Dela
Ellie,
Cruz.
Oh,
Ellie Dela Cruz.
stole 3
He's
bases.
filthy.
Yo,
He's
Yeah.
good.
batted somebody in, stole second, stole third. Pitcher complaining about something with his back turned, stole home. This kid is like he hit a home run in like his second day in the majors.
Hit for the
He's
cycle against the Braves.
Yeah,
he,
he did.
against them Braves, and then like he's one of the fastest people in the league,
I'm like, how old is he?
and he's like 6'5". I think
If
he's
he's from-
23.
No,
Dominican Republic.
if
He's
he's from
30.
if he's from the Dominican,
Oh,
says he's 23.
you say check his birth certificate.
But he's like 29.
Nah, but yeah, he's nice. He's doing it.
21 years old, 6'5".
What?
Ellie Antonio de la Cruz, Dominican professional infielder for the Cincinnati Reds.
And he's an infielder. What?
He's
what
been. So I think he got drafted in
third?
19.
Probably a shortstop.
I think he got drafted in
Shortstop.
19, and then I was trying to read up and see why, like what pick he went or some shit. But I think he was like in an internationals draft, and then they eventually saw how good he was in the like single A and double A, moving on up, that they had to sign him to like a futures contract, and then he went to AAA, and now he's this year he replaced someone who got injured, and then they brought him up, and he's just been killing it.
Crazy. You guys ever watch that baseball movie with Brendan Fraser, The Scout?
Brendan Fraser,
Yeah.
George of the Jungle. No.
Pretty good movie. So, I mean, the whole movie, the premise of the movie is a scout, who the movie's actually about, is old dude. He goes to Mexico and finds like Brendan Fraser in Mexico just killing it. And then like, you know, he has all these tryouts and people, he works for the Yankees.
Brendan
So
Fraser doing in Mexico.
right.
Yeah, his name is Steve Nebraska. What the heck?
Steve
you know,
Nebraska
yeah,
down
Steve
in
Nebraska.
Steve Nebraska down
Nebraska.
in Mexico.
So he's like, but he's killing it, and then he has all these workouts, and people like, there's all this hype about him. You know, George Steinbrenner's in the movie, by the way, which is so
Wow.
cool. But like his first game is at the end of the movie, and he's so hyped. But he bats, a great batter and a great pitcher, but he goes, no all strikeouts. You know what I mean? Every batter up, every batter down, and then hits like a home run in the game. But I was watching Otani do that. That's who the first time I seen Otani play, that's what it reminded me of. Like
Brendan Fraser.
in that movie, Steve Nebraska. Like, this kid,
No, Steve Nebraska.
he
Yeah.
That's
just
what Shohei Otani means in
Right.
Japanese.
struck out like everybody.
Omaha.
Then he goes down and scores like the winning runs off of his home runs. Like that's some meat. That
For real,
dude is
to be able to throw a ball over 100 miles per hour and then also hit a ball out at over 100 miles per hour, probably one of the most impressive things sports wise that anybody could do.
I mean, there's a lot, because if you're in the National League, obviously a lot of the pitchers know that they're going to have to bat because the National League doesn't have a DH. But like when you're coming, I always thought it was funny because you played college and high school and you still had to bat, like even if you pitched. So like then you got to the major and it was just like, hey, we got a DH.
You're done.
You're right. You're like, and then all of a sudden pitchers were like notoriously bad for hitting. And you're like, when did you lose that skill? Like, why would you lose that skill?
They became specialists. It's like, I don't want to worry about that whole swinging muscles. I want to do throwing muscles.
Right. It is a lot about muscle memory and repetition with hitting. So you take that out of the equation, then you're gonna suck.
I should have a deep love for baseball just on the amount of statistics and like analysis you can do on
that. They invented statistics, I feel like.
And just imagine how many pitches are thrown and like that situation is repeated over and over and over and over, and you get all these different like swing charts, you get all these different shifts, you get all these different like this is how it played out, and you can really use that mass amount of data to influence how you play certain situations. This guy always hits it to the left, shift. This guy always hits it out the park, walk. You know, there's all sorts of things that baseball has kind of pioneered in the statistics and data analysis area.
Moneyball is one of the greatest movies ever. Just finding people who do one thing great for you.
Get on base.
Like this guy gets on base. Oh, we need him because he always gets on base. This guy gets hits. This guy pitches at this. That's crazy. And then to to know that the A's won a championship that way. Boston got one that way. You know,
R.I.P. the A's.
Man, just
in Oakland.
Right, they're gonna be the Las Vegas Athletics pretty soon.
Oh, right, Vegas is getting
Las Vegas Athletics.
Wait, I thought there were two more baseball teams, and Las Vegas was getting a team. But if
that's
the Athletics are, okay,
they're trying. They're going after the Athletics, and that should be
Vegas coming up.
They are. Hey, so they have a whole basketball like. I don't want to say resort, but they're gonna have it like a little bit off the strip. Right. But if you see the way this thing, which is sad because like they have a championship WNBA team there. Why don't you make it for them?
No. You know what I mean?
But the prospect of them getting an NBA team, they're gonna start building that complex now, a professional basketball complex, which just for basketball, and they're gonna have a court there. So hopefully the women get to partake in that complex because they do deserve it. You know what I mean?
They're already champs
right now. Yeah, they're already
the best in their league. Do you guys see that fucking exosphere ball on the strip?
Yeah, in the summer league.
That huge ass.
That thing is cool as shit.
Someone was like, Vegas always does everything they can to try to make you fucking crash on your drive by.
That's why you gotta get an Uber, bro.
Bro, they had one night they put like this. It looked like it was just like dark, and then all of a sudden it opens up from the bottom. It was like this giant eyeball, and I was like, "That's a little freaky, but cool."
Yeah, that is cool. That is fucking dope. The things you can do with that amount of like pixels and cameras and technology and building out a whole ass stadium with a TV screen on the outside. Right. And the inside too? I haven't seen any pictures of the inside, but the inside is being used for UFC events and concerts. No word on whether they can like put like a football field in it, because if Vegas got a football team, then they'd be like hitting all the bases. But we got WNBA.
They do have a football team. What?
They do. Las Vegas Raiders. Come on, man. That's hurtful, man. That's hurtful, bro. I know we're rivals, but
he's talking about soccer. He's talking about
football. The Vegas Kickers.
Bobby, you playing that fool,
Oh, the devil.
We're thinking a football team.
Foosball is the devil.
Oh no! Mama said. What's wrong with his medulla oblongata?
Oh gosh! When he made that noise, oh my gosh!
Oh bro,
But the best is we used to make fun of this dude who used to come to the games and like he would coach, like he was an old dude, but anytime he would come watch the game and then we would talk about basketball. This is exactly what he sounded like, that coach. Remember that time Papa said that we would and we were like,
When I was in the army, there would be like people from all over the place. I literally ran into people that would talk to themselves. They totally get it. And some people, like maybe from Texas or in the surrounding South, might get it, but it sounded like gibberish. One of the drill sergeants understood it, but like none of the other drill sergeants understood it. So they would be like, "What are you saying? Give me a translator. You do push-ups until the translator gets here." I was like, "Oh, it's fun."
Southern drawl. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that
Southern
Bayou Creole.
That bite. What
Just
is
like-
that? French.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just all mixed together.
Good food. Good food.
Good
Creole.
gumbo. Oh my gosh.
Shrimp.
Some jambalaya.
Yeah, it's like all the shellfish.
Some catfish.
Oh man,
Woo.
yeah, catfish po' boy. Oh,
They
my
used to have this like that sounds good right now. They had a fast food little place in Hawaii. I know it was probably like all over, but it was called Orleans Express. So you could go there and get like Cajun food, I guess you would call it, in like a fast food restaurant. It was so good. You know
Wait, where is this?
it was at the Hawaii food courts at Ala Moana. Orleans Express. I always get like a bourbon chicken, some catfish. So good. So good.
We're scheduled to be in Hawaii in August for our brother Tanoa's wedding.
Yes, we are.
Are there any food places that we
my
have to
gosh.
next
hit?
month. That's what you're
There's-
talking about.
Next month.
End of next month. End of next month.
There's a place. It's my favorite place of all time. It's called Dick's Lechons. So they do like pork, like Filipino style, but they oh my gosh, you can look it up. Their website, it's amazing. And you get they do pancit in the plate. You can get rice, and then you can get Filipino sausages called longanisa. But the pork itself, though, like in Hawaii's like there's not too many places out here do roast pork, but there's also a place in Waipahu at the shopping center where the Pacific Supermarket is. If you're from Waipahu, you already know Pacific Supermarket, but there's a little place in the corner by Savers, and they literally like it looks like you have like these open boxes when you walk in, like something you see on TV, like expect someone to come out the back door, like just like it looks dirty. That's what I was trying to say, but they serve the best like roast pork and char siu you could ever get. Anytime we're in Hawaii, we leave to bring back to like wherever we're going. We get like these just the Chinese to go boxes. We get like large boxes of like roast pork and char siu to bring back home. But
carry it on.
They're good. If you like manapuas, there's a place also again in Waipahu called Honolulu Kitchen. They do like mini deep fried manapuas with different kinds. They have a cheeseburger filling.
Oh.
This is like, wow, this guy's a certified fat ass. Yes, I am.
Like,
this episode is 90%. This is turned into a food episode. Yes.
And man, let me tell you. And then if we go like since the wedding is on like North Shore side, everybody knows where Giovanni's is. Giovanni's is really good, but it's also very crowded. There's a place not too far down before you get to Giovanni's called Fumi's. And so what they do, both places, they do shrimp. Oh my gosh, it's good. They do shrimp. And while we're on that side, they got papaolas. You have to stop by papaolas and get ribs. They got these, like when you were in elementary, in Samoa, they used to serve you buns and peanut butter. Well, they do that out there. And papaolas is really good. Oh man. And it doesn't matter where we are in Hawaii, we're gonna have to stop at a Manapua truck because Manapua trucks are the staple of Hawaii if you're really that's
a whole store on wheels.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Man, what was those bubblegum cigarettes?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, have you ever gone to
the
there's a candy store right next to the Dick's in Seattle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, like in
literally
downtown.
The next building. Yeah, literally the next building. They have so they have this New Zealand candy in Samoa, which is the best called. Remember the crunchy bars, Lance? They're called
Nestle Crunch.
No. It's a New Zealand brand. I think it's Cadbury.
Oh, I know the Cadbury chocolates. Yep.
So is it caviar? I don't know, but they're from New Zealand, and the only other place I've seen it besides like in New Zealand is Samoa. They're called crunchies, but that place has it. But they also have all the old school candies. So like we went in there. I think it was me and North the last time we were. They had like they had like the beeper candy. They had the cigarette box candy. They had
The beeper.
right. They had all the Big Chew, all the flavors of the
Nice.
Big Chew.
What was the one?
Man.
What was the bubble gum that was like in a fucking circle? It was just wrapped
bubble
up.
tape.
The
Hell
bubble tape.
yeah.
They have
Yeah.
Put the whole thing in your mouth,
Right.
dog. You ever
Yeah.
like that?
Chew it off the side like a hockey puck.
Right.
How you sculpt the jaw.
Right.
My sister would like let me have, so I would like finish mine, obviously, and then be like, "Hey, can I have some of your gum?" And she would like use that shit to like chop it off while you after.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, stingy ass, give me the fucking.
Yes, put the whole thing. I'm telling you, put the whole thing in your mouth, bro. Make everybody mad.
And then just peel off pieces of the rest of it.
Here you go.
And see, even candy, man, we get to go to Hawaii. They got all the in Samoa it's called simoi. In Hawaii
Nice.
it's lihimui.
Oh my gosh, that's the best.
Yeah, so
That's
we get to,
my favorite.
Bro,
Yeah,
shout out
not
my
only
cousin
the
Desi.
candies.
He sent me a bunch of books and different candies from Hawaii, and also like a jar of the powder, like the
Lihimui
Lihimui
powder?
powder.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
taking that shit to the theater and just fucking large ass popcorn, shaking up. I love that shit for
Ooh,
my
on
popcorn. I love that
Oh,
shit for my popcorn. Actually, that's the only place I really put it in. I don't know. Yeah.
I have
Interesting. I didn't know that.
a niece and nephew, and they're only allowed to like, they're growing up. Their parents are trying to just keep them like because they do play sports, but so they eat like a lot of fruits. All the kids are eating candies, and I used to like try to
Okay.
cheat for them. I'd be like, "Hey, bring your fruits."
I think it's just like
Right.
Put some candy on this for you, some flavors.
it's like some
Put the-
dried plum,
on the-
There's nothing
yeah.
wrong with that. That's
Put
good
the
for you.
Yeah.
Start eating at the table, and then, what are you having? I was like, "You told them that that's all they can eat, right? Fruits." Yeah, well, why is it? I was like, "That's a leaky movie."
Why are their hands red?
Caught
This is pineapple.
red
like-
mouth, red
Right.
face.
What happened?
I used to tell people that is the most iconic look in Samoa is a kid in the streets with just a diaper and maybe a shirt on, no shoes, with a mouth full of cheese around his face and a big ass bongo in his hand. I mean, that's how you know you're back in Samoa. You have that kid. And he's got cheese hands. And his other hand is all red from all the Seaboy.
He just watches you walk by.
Right. Just walking
Yeah.
you while by eating his bongos, minding his business.
Ooh. I also like
Man.
Lihing ice cakes. Those are
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
man.
a popsicle kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Lance went to Samoa Baptist, and Lance knows my house is right by there. And before we moved in, my aunt stayed there. We had a store there. My mom and my aunt had the store, and all the kids would come there, and that's what my mom would do. So like I said, it's Lihimui, but in Samoa we call it Simoi. So that's what the store was known for. All the kids would come after school or like whenever
yeah.
it was hot, and we'd have like ice cakes inside the freezer at the store.
What was the pricing on those?
25 cents.
25
quarter
cents
or
for like a
25
4-ounce
cents.
cup of frozen
Yeah.
Kool-Aid. We have
And
a
then,
little.
like Mike said, then we had separated. It was still the other ones were 25 cents, but we had the ones with the Seaboy inside, and then the regular ones. And
How much were the Simoy ones?
25 cents. You know what I mean? It was 25 cents.
Oh, same price.
Yeah, same price.
Okay.
It was kid, and then
It covered.
right. There's things like that about home in Hawaii. I mean, literally all the days is your Kool-Aid, you freeze it. You know what I mean? But like,
it costs 25 cents to make like a whole tray of these.
right?
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
Like you just ran to the store, bought the little 25-cent pack of Kool-Aid.
A cup of sugar and water.
And that's funny. Yeah, like that's
Teach about economics right there.
Then so like when the kids wanted to make money, like my nieces and nephews too in Hawaii, they would sell musubis at school, or they would get like gummy bears and gummy worms, and they would do small packages of like the lihimui. They do it all with the lihimui powder, lihimui, lemon juice, and the gummy bears or gummy worms, whatever it was. So yeah.
Airhead Extreme roll-ups.
Right.
You guys remember those?
If you're a kid,
sold those at school.
Instead of
that's
what I said.
I was out here slanging this candy, bro. We would go to like get groceries once a week, And they'd be like, "What do you want? You want anything?" I'd be
Get
like,
a
"I want
box.
this fucking 20-pack of candy." And they'd be like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean?
This guy.
Yeah, here's my money. Okay, I have
Right.
dollar bills. Here
You're like,
we go.
oh,
got
you're paying
dollar
for it?
bills.
All right,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm
Next
saying.
week I want 2 boxes. That shit was fun.
Hey, kids, if you out here and you're really trying to make some extra money for, you know what I mean, a little McDonald's for you and your little girlfriend while you're in elementary, don't sell drugs, sell candy.
Yeah.
Candy, soda,
Bro, some water.
crackers,
Yeah.
chips.
Bruh, candy has evolved. We have a friend, shout out to Vicky Lang. She has a business called Candy Lang, and she ships
Nice.
out to you, but she makes these like different variations of like Lihimui candy, but like they're good. You have to check her out. Candyland. I think she's on Instagram. But I also have a friend in Hawaii. She calls him which is sad because I think it's a play on how they do moon rocks with weed, but she calls them moon
I
rocks, but she
like
has like
it.
a whole bunch of different types of like gummy candies, like clumped together, like moon rocks weed with I think the big one is the gusher. So
Oh,
like a
snaps.
big ass
And none
gusher.
of them are medicated.
And no, none of them are medicated, actual candy.
I'm out.
But they're rolled in lihimui.
Oh
And
shit.
oh my gosh. Yeah, so I mean the come up of candy is really different. You know,
Yeah.
the
People
evolution
are
of
making their own
yeah,
stuff. Like
yeah.
I've seen people do like grapes covered in some
Oh,
kind of like candy dust or something.
Okay.
I'm like, grapes are already sweet. Why do you need
hey,
to?
For real.
shout out to Costco for cotton candy grapes.
Oh man,
Oh,
best.
Do
those things
those
are
really
so
like
good.
melt in your mouth grapes?
They're
Yeah,
so good.
no, they just
Mm.
taste like cotton
They
candy.
taste like cotton candy.
Oh, okay.
But if
That'd
you
be crazy though.
yeah, if
What
you
you're
freeze
talking
them,
about?
if you freeze them, they kind of melt in your mouth.
Yo,
Frozen
I
grapes are
tried. Sorry, I tried freezing grapes one time and ruined them. I think I
maybe too long.
maybe too long. Yeah, and then I tried to defrost them and they were all
No, you
What?
never do.
bad.
Don't
You just
defrost
eat
them.
them
You just
frozen.
eat them. Yeah, you eat
No,
them
I mean
frozen.
they were like fucking marbles.
Yeah,
Then you suck on
Oh,
them.
you crunch on those bad boys.
Yeah.
That's how
oh,
you get
okay.
the teeth sharp.
Grind them down. All right,
But
I'll try. Yeah, I'll try to do
but
that.
we're definitely gonna get around and eat. And so all of you guys who do listen, stay tuned for
Hey, yeah, yeah.
around August. There's gonna be a lot of
We're
videos.
we're
Yeah.
flying out to Hawaii and we're paying some money to fly out to Hawaii, so we're gonna get some
Yeah,
content
no.
while we're out there in Hawaii.
Yeah, we're gonna eat. That's for sure.
We're going for the wedding, right? You know, obviously we're
Oh, a
focused,
celebration. Yeah.
ready
I'm so
to do
I've been
that. But
waiting. Weddings, like I know for every culture, every race, weddings are a really big celebration. But when a bunch of Samoans get together for like a wedding, it is one of the best times you could ever have. You know what I mean? Especially since like for us who have migrated out here to the States, we don't really get to see each other a lot, and then we don't have a lot of things that remind us of like home. But once we all get together, you know what I mean? It's man, is it a good time?
yeah,
So
because I feel like it just slides into the comfort that the kind of like same relationships when you once you see like these people, your family that you grew up with, it kind of just goes right back to how you guys were uh, when you were back home, and it feels just that comfort around family that you don't always have when you're out and
right,
just
and
kind of by
so
yourself.
leading into that, I just want to let everybody know who's going to be at the wedding. I'm going to apologize in advance because I will be showing my ass while I'm out there. Like, I'll be a fool out there. So if you've never seen me act like that, I apologize. It's all in good fun. I promise.
Yeah, I'll also be there. I'll probably be recording a lot. I want to make
I
sure I
hope
don't
not.
have to dance when the SIVA happens.
Oh, you're definitely dancing, bro. Come on, man.
No, somebody has to record, right, for posterity and really
I,
to.
I have a tripod.
Yeah, I need to get my moves down, bro. This shit looks super like I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Right. Just letting Noah know. Sorry, no, because I'm in the line. So I started about 3 days ago. I've been riding a bike 7 miles a day and then lifting again. So
Okay.
Get it,
just
get it.
just to I have and I'm not shaving or cutting my hair to the day before we leave for the wedding. So
Wait, how long are you gonna be there? The wedding's on what, Thursday?
Sunday to Tuesday I'm sorry, Tuesday to Sunday for me. So the wedding's Thursday. I'll be there the Tuesday before. Then I fly out Sunday. Like you said, man. I mean, I actually got a pretty good deal on tickets. If you're flying anywhere right now, if you're flying to Hawaii, now might be the time to buy your ticket. Doesn't matter what time you're flying. I was able to get a round trip for $540, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, I mean, considering that
Damn, okay.
anytime if I want to make myself feel better, I always consider what it costs for us to fly from Samoa or to Samoa.
Yeah.
Like I think a one way from Hawaii from
$500.
Samoa to Hawaii, 7. Because the
Damn.
round trip is like 14.
Yeah, I think that's if you like walk up to the counter and try to buy a ticket.
If you buy it in advance, a round trip from Hawaii to Samoa or Samoa to Hawaii, you might be able to get it for like 9, maybe. And that's like 3 months or more in advance. But it's expensive.
It's basically $1,000 at least.
Yeah.
To get home, because you got to get the round trip. You're not allowed to just get the one way there.
Yeah.
So
unless you're from
back.
there, of course. Yeah. Unless I mean.
Oh yeah. If you be like, I'm coming home for good. So
yeah.
Yeah, but that's still $500 just from Hawaii. You still got to get to Hawaii.
Right. Right.
You still $300 to get
so
there.
Again, my reasoning, I always have things to make myself feel better about these things. But if I can get from Samoa to Hawaii, then I'm fine, because you can always find a cheaper flight out of Hawaii to anywhere in the U.S. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get because it's like a destination location, kind of like Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas has a bunch of flights that are cheap to get to.
So one of the reasons it's expensive to fly back home or fly out is because Hawaiian Air is the only airlines that flies home. So I'm not saying that they are monopolizing the market.
They're absolutely monopolizing the market.
I said I wasn't going to say it, but they are.
They are. That's how they can charge so fucking much. It doesn't cost that much to go anywhere but there. No. And they're like, well, you guys are heavy. We got to like start weighing you guys before the flight and shit. I'm like,
they've been weighing
people. I don't care.
Just
why is it so much more expensive? Is the gas more expensive to fly down to Samoa?
Right.
Is the people need to be paid more to fly down to Samoa? What is the reason behind a huge cost increase? Because they don't have no competition. And they can.
Yeah.
Monopolizing the market.
Same distance between Samoa and Hawaii and like California. So like, yeah, this could be a whole episode if we talked about that.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll have time. We'll have time in Hawaii, and we'll have people that we can ask down there that might have a better understanding, being from the Hawaiian Airlines or
that's what we need, man. One of us needs to get a job at Hawaiian or Alaska.
Yeah,
just for the benefits,
bro. For real, there's always somebody that like works at the airlines that plugs people. It like becomes like the community plug though.
Yeah.
Like someone can call somebody and like, hey, can you talk to so and so who is married to so and so?
I hate that. I hate that. That's literally the worst thing. Yeah. I'm like, why don't you call them?
Yeah, I just need 3K passes. What?
3? Okay.
3? What the fuck?
I was like, man, I think, yeah, I mean, but again, we're going for a really great event for Noah and Winona's wedding. So it's going to be a good time. Good time. Just like how everybody had a good time in San Diego at this Pacific Feats Fest that we were talking about earlier. So,
Diego?
I thought you guys first said that. I thought you said Pacific Feats. Like I was like, feet. What the heck?
What is it?
Like, is this like a podiatrist fucking?
You have a bunch of people from OnlyFans.
Yeah. Like, oh, look at all the toes.
How much do feet pictures go for?
Bro, I know some people who are like get paid like $3,500 per picture, but that's
see what I'm saying? There might be. I mean, there's obviously a market for that. If you can get some feet pictures, get you paid for some feet pictures, I encourage you to do that.
I'm saying
I don't think it's available for male feet.
Maybe
they don't have to know that you're male.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Just shave your legs, paint your toenails.
Like I got Filipino feet. I'm half Filipino.
Bro, and then it's just like and then you're just using like all this revenue to get like heels and your nails done, get your toes done, get like pedicures.
That's only a small percentage of the revenue though. The rest of the revenue
to the
pocket.
So
get it.
some
Get
of
that
these
money.
guys pay you to wear the things that they buy for you. So like you
Yeah.
don't even have
There
to
you go.
spend money on the stuff. Like, but I've heard some weird shit. Like people are like, yeah, somebody asked me to put like syrup all over my feet and then have my feet go. So I was like,
Yeah.
And have my dog lick it.
Yeah, I used to work at a strip club. There would be dancers there that were like, would I have all these crazy stories about clients or people that they would sell to, and that would like flip the switch and go crazy and shit. So
that's
there's
what I'm
also
saying.
like
That factor
protect
that someone,
yourself,
yeah,
educate
like
yourself, be
crazy,
safe.
crazy,
But also make that fucking money, because apparently there are people that are going to give you $3,000 to
bro. For
get a
like,
pedicure.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy.
All right.
Like
Do you photograph feet? You're a photographer, right?
I can.
I will. Hit me up. What are your socials?
Hey, I'm not a weirdo, but let me say, when I do check out women, feet is one of the things that I look at. Like, you know what I mean? Because she takes care of her feet, she obviously taking care of herself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
Good feet are
Facts.
nice.
yeah, like I mean, because even like it's hard too because I play ball, I'm attracted to like if she hoops, like that's like on the list at number one. You know what I
Nice,
mean?
nice,
Like,
nice.
what you
Yeah.
hoop?
You
You
hoop
know what I
and
mean?
have nice feet, but
Right,
nah,
like
if you hoop and
I
have hammer toes,
Just
you got a
for the
problem.
love of the
I
game.
can hear that from across the bar with loud music. Like you're drinking, someone goes, "Oh yeah, she plays ball." What?
What's up?
You play what?
I have a
So,
basketball court we can get to.
but no, yeah, like I mean, yeah, when you check her out, she got good feet. You know, she take care of herself. You know.
You say you'd be down to create the art. I got it.
Oh,
Nice.
definitely. If you guys are looking for a photographer to take pictures of your graduation, your wedding, your feet, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm down.
OnlyFans, whatever you
Professional.
need him for,
Right, hey,
Professional.
can be there and will
I'm
provide quality.
I'm the guy behind the camera. If only I don't know if I can be on camera, OnlyFans, but I can be the guy behind the camera. I can film for you. So you let me know.
Shout out to Art. What else? What else has been going on? NBA? Anything you guys have seen? Before we hit shout outs, any NBA news that you guys have seen?
Hey,
Maybe Britney Spears. She made an
John,
appearance.
yeah, I saw the video, and so like my man, he didn't like turn around and smack her. He just turned to.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was looking to hit somebody. He didn't know who was there. He turned to like get her out of the way because she's literally trying to like that's his client. And I understand you don't hit women, but what he's doing is his job. You know what I mean? One, she probably shouldn't have been that close in the first place. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
ran up on him.
Yeah. So like he should have had distance between him and Wembanyama anyway, so that way he could stop.
Security's
But
fault for not keeping her from getting.
Yeah, how'd she
right,
get so close?
He
right,
ran up in there. They
yeah.
like security was not looking,
And so
fucking
and
my
she
guy,
literally ran up right
guy
behind
activated
him.
the blind side in him
He
and
did.
fucking
Yeah.
99 protection, Michael Orr.
Exactly.
Bah! Oops.
he did.
He was like, "This person's not part of our group. Separate." You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
he did the UFC backhand. You know, he just
But
not
also,
even looking.
also as like a security guard, a former security, like professional armed security trained, like stuff like that is in security. You're supposed to keep people away from the person you're going.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you don't need to be. You also need to be able to assess the situation and react a lot quicker than these freaking guys did to
he
keep
was
it
pretty
from
big too.
even becoming like a situation like this in the first place. Like you
Yeah,
keep your arm out before the person even gets there, and it keeps from having to like flail and
right, right.
smack her in the face. But I also saw like reports about her like where that she was knocked to the ground and then she was helped up and put her glasses back on, and then the video came out and it was, you know, like he knocked her glasses off but she was still standing there, and it was like, okay,
Hit me, baby, one more time. You know,
no.
she told us.
And yo, Wembanyama, I mean, I'm sure he's heard a Britney Spears song at some point. Maybe not. I don't know. What is he, like 20?
I don't know if he's 20.
Yeah, like 19.
Yeah,
So
he's
he
like
was
19.
born after Britney Spears' best
He
albums
was.
came out,
He
Yeah,
like
was.
most popular albums came out
She was on the downfall, I think, in
in a
2004.
in
She
a
also
different country.
she also doesn't look like Britney Spears anymore.
Yeah,
She
she's
look like
like
she looks like
regular, enjoying
yeah.
herself,
She looks like the
not
crackhead
dolled up.
version. I don't know if you look regular.
Even the sister,
She
Jamie
looked
Lynn.
tired.
Oh, yeah, no. Jamie Lynn is on that. She was on that show with Dwight Howard, where they went through Navy SEAL training.
Oh, for real?
Oh my gosh, I've never been so annoyed in my life. But
They're doing Zoe 101 again.
with who? Her?
Was that a Disney
The
Channel?
whole cast. It was like I think it was Nickelodeon.
It wasn't
like
even that good.
Nickelodeon teen drama with Jamie Lynn Spears. And then she got pregnant in real life, and they had to write that into the story for like the last season and a half. They're like, "Oh my god, this girl!"
Oh no,
That's crazy. I think one of the man
right into the story.
Right before we quit this topic and get back to NBA, I think one of the worst teen like the worst like influences I think for like teen shows was The Secret Life of American Teenager. Bro, everybody was getting with everybody on that show. Everybody was pregnant on that show. Shit was crazy. I walked in.
Drama.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Scandal.
Yeah. I was
It kind of freaking grew into like the whole not virtual reality, the reality kind of TV.
Yeah.
That I feel like the generation that we
and
have
pregnant
now.
And shit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, those shows.
That one was pretty bad. I was like, why are we celebrating these ladies?
I've watched so much Vanderpump Rules over the last couple months.
Bro, they tore her restaurant down. They tore her restaurant down.
Which one?
Well, the one that was most popular on the show, the one that I was gonna say, the one that where everybody was sleeping with each other.
Again, which one? Bro, I know so much about these people, and I'm like, the quote that always comes up to my mind is that, like, discussing people, discussing things, discussing ideas, like, and bro, and it also sucks because my girls like loves reality TV shows, and I'm always like, oh man, it just sucks that this is like, I feel like when I watch this stuff, but it also feels like edited drama, scandal, and stuff.
It has to be.
It's to hook, and they know how to do that. Because I'll watch it for a week and be fucking invested.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, this is effective.
It's because you want to see how stupid people are.
And
they're pretty stupid. So I think the jump off for all those shows, like the ones like nowadays, like that was for me, I think, and I was already a little bit older, was Laguna Beach and the OC. I think for me that was like the first two because everybody was just so enamored with like their life. Yeah, it was all on MTV.
Freaking Lauren Conrad.
See Lauren, Lauren.
Yeah.
And, it's crazy.
Yeah, dog. Freaking the Jenners were on there. Freaking Bruce Jenner's sons, Brody and fucking the other guy. And I was like,
it was a bunch of rich kids from the OC. It started as the OC, then it went to Laguna Beach. You know what I mean? Because then they focused on like they found out who the stars were from the OC, then took them and focused the Laguna Beach on them.
Spencer.
So, Spencer, who was a dick. See, I didn't even like the show, and I'm over here invested. Like, well, that guy was a dick.
Exactly.
I know. I was like, I feel like I only watched like 5 or 6 episodes, and I still know. I still remember.
That's what I'm saying. It is some of the most capturing, enthralling, and like really gets your heart rate up watching these stuff. It's like I don't like it, but I cannot deny its effectiveness.
Right.
It's entertaining, and it is captured and launched so many like new celebrity paths. Like every time these shows like recycle people, the people just come in and
they have their favorites. Yeah,
they become like they grow in the show and their popularity, their following, their influence, their ability to sell things, their ability to book gigs, their ability to open whole shops and restaurants. It's all built. It's an actual thriving foundation of people and influence and products.
See,
and I'm sorry. Fucking hate it.
It's like a virus.
I'm older than the OC and Laguna Beach. The jump off. I'm sorry for all of these shows.
The jump off.
Yeah, the jump off for all of these shows was a Real World. That's what started it.
This is like in Seattle the first year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
They had. I think the last one they did. They went back to Seattle. They've had some of the most like shittiest people on that show. Like you watch these shows and then you were like, wow, these people are like really shitty human beings. And like, and then they went into like after that was Jersey Shore.
Or Road Rules too.
Oh my gosh, Road. Oh man.
Remember
And
they used to
then,
do the competitions against each
yeah,
other?
and then they made them more popular. Like they were like, you know what, we could recycle this. And then they made like Road Rules All-Star Challenge. And
The
Yeah.
challenge.
like some of these people, like, and they would do that. Like they would
Who is
Real
Johnny
World.
Bananas?
Who is that? Was he from the first one?
I don't know. There's just like, what are like famous random reality TV people? Tila Tequila.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
And then
That's
from
funny.
that, New York.
Oh my god.
Remember her? She got a like spit a loogie in Pumpkin's face in her mouth.
In her
Remember
mouth.
that?
Yeah.
And
Oh
then
my
Pumpkin,
God.
she was on the next TV show, like where you go on a date, and as long if you don't like it, you say next.
Oh yeah.
That show was horrible because
Jorts?
Next.
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 ruined Sepha's life.
I can't wear those no more. Those are cool. What the fuck you talking about?
Hey man, they still I know for a fact they still wear them in Samoa. But yeah, no, I mean that was man, Tequila. Wow.
That was a crazy one because like she
This
came
is
out of
the kid.
nowhere. She was like not famous at all,
No.
and then she had a VH1 TV show,
And then
and it was boys and girls. That was very progressive for the time. Like,
show some tits, and all of a sudden she was everywhere.
yeah,
Aren't there like sports reality shows though too, right? Like I feel like what is the
Hard Knocks.
Tough Enough, Hard Knocks? I
Remember
feel
the
like
one
Hard Knocks
that
is more cinema art, but yeah, it's also like
they had
manufactured
one
drama.
on Spike TV.
What's the UFC one?
Yeah,
Tough Enough.
The Ultimate Fighter.
Ultimate
Fighter. Okay,
Yeah.
Ultimate Fighter, and then like
And then remember
fucking
Spike
Rampage ripping the
TV?
door apart and shit, and then them fighting. It's all like there's parts that are like magnified and kind of set up where people have to like have some sort of confrontation. There's a situation, okay, we got to get the confrontation where they talk it out or they like talk behind each other's back or they do something, and then it's like manufactured. Anyways, but there are also sports ones, and that's something that like I talked to her. I actually brought it up once to Sammy. I was like, "This is like, and she was like, "What?" I was like, "It's like you just spend a lot of time to learning about these people, and like there's nothing really applied to, and you don't really get anything." And she was like, "You play fantasy football every year." I was like, "Oh, yeah, that does get my heart rate up." I do spend hours and hours watching these fucking people.
You got me there, babe.
Remember
you.
Spike TV used to have a show where they get the like you'd be able to play against like the pro athletes.
Oh,
Like-
Joe's versus
yeah.
Schmoes.
Oh,
Wait, pros versus
yeah.
Joes.
Pros versus Joes. Yeah,
Oh man.
that was crazy.
Who was
it's a crazy
the-
concept.
Yeah, who was like the host of that? Was it Charles Barkley or Shaq or something?
Oh, I forgot, man. I just remember some of the competitions were like
Just the concept is great.
right.
I like that.
That was funny. NBA news. For right now, the only thing I have is which I think is cool is the comeback tours of John Wall and Dion Waiters. There was another guy too that's they're having
Dion
workouts.
Waiters, damn.
Yeah, Dion Waiters.
Isaiah Thomas, he got some workouts too.
Yeah, he got some workouts. So all these guys are trying to make their way back into the league. Dante Exum actually signed with Dallas,
Yes.
which is cool. He's been playing. I think he played a year in Australia. So yeah, there's a lot of guys right now that are trying to make their comeback tour, which is cool. Trying to see these guys make their way back in. I believe John Wall still has like a good 2 seasons left in him, wherever he goes as a backup point guard. If you've never watched,
man, I thought he was gonna pop with the Clippers. Like
I
I thought
did
he was
too.
gonna fit in
I
there
did too.
great, and he was
Yeah.
just hampered by either injury or a bad
Just playing
roster,
time.
and putting him next to Kawhi and Paul George was really gonna like take the
'cause
roof off.
they didn't run with him. That like those guys don't run. John Wall just wants to get up and down the court. But
Still
I
at
can
this
tell you-
age,
I think so. He still got the juice, man.
still a pusher. Okay,
Yeah. So
tempo.
If you guys have never watched John Wall's high school highlight tapes, please go watch it. It's probably between him and Austin Rivers. Those are probably two of the greatest high school mixtapes ever. My gosh. But
This
yeah,
guy had a
those
whole ass song. That
yo
song was filthy.
yo
Flex to the left, throw that money at your
yeah,
head.
it was man.
Oh wait, what is this?
Everybody do the John Wall.
Yeah,
John Wall.
Yeah. Okay.
bruh. And then him coming out like high school doing the Dougie, it was crazy. But yeah, those guys are gonna come back too. Summer league's pretty great. You get to see
Bro.
guys here. It's fun too. Sad also, but you're seeing a lot of guys you probably won't see during the season just because of like roster numbers. You can't
Mhm.
sign everybody, but some of these guys are really showing out. It's gonna be fun to watch. Like I said again, if you the Thunder's summer league team, they're pretty good. They're pretty fun to watch. They got some
Chet's
guys.
out there?
Chet's out there. He's played. I think they might have shut him down for the rest of Las Vegas, but he's played like 3 games so far. I know Wembanyama's not going to play the rest of Vegas. They're shutting him down. But like I said, like guys that are usually in the summer league, you get to watch. Like maybe this is the year they're going to make it. There are some guys showing out, so be nice. Be nice. I think the biggest right now everybody's waiting for is the Dame trade, which there's no real new news. There's
Yeah.
no real new news on anything at the moment.
So the latest I heard, I think there was a post today that either the coach or the GM, not Chauncey, this was the GM,
GM,
said if it takes months, it takes months
yeah,
on as far as trading Dame. But
yeah,
also, Dame is reportedly Dame's agent is calling up teams not in Miami, like not Miami, that are trying to trade for Dame and telling them if you trade for Dame, he's not going to show up
he's
to
not
your
gonna
camp.
show up. Yeah,
You're going to have an unhappy player.
yeah,
The only team that should inquire and be trading for Dame should be the Miami Heat, the team that he wants to go to. And I understand that's the agent's job to communicate and make happen what the player wants to
Well,
do. Dame Lillard does not have a no trade clause, so it does not
it doesn't
really.
matter, right?
So that
yeah.
and it's because he doesn't have a no trade clause why his agent has to go and
Yeah, tell
tell these
people.
other teams these things.
Yeah,
But I know he's trying to get down there to Miami. People might have started to sour on Dame Lillard after 11 years. They say he's throwing all that goodwill away in like 1 week. I
Yeah.
understand he wants to go where he wants to go, but it's going to be interesting to see if the Blazers like have it in them to fucking trade him away, or if they can
I'd say
convince
do it.
another team, if they can even convince another team to be able to take him. Like if the Bucks want to do Middleton and picks or whatever, will the Bucks do that if Dame says he's not going to show up? But I guess it's up to the Blazers to convince another team that it's worth it.
right.
With the new CBA, I was reading that if you demand a trade or demand, like, say you're not going to play and you like want your team to trade you, you're going to get suspended and fined.
Oh, no more like holdout.
Yeah. So
Forced
if I'm the
trades?
Trailblazers, I'd be like, "Fuck you, Dame. You're going to Charlotte."
Right.
Damn.
I know Portland
you're
is
gonna
looking for a well-established player, which in NBA
big-
terms is a superstar, and 4 first-round picks. That's what they're looking for. 4.
Ah, man.
I mean,
And
Dame
for
is
him-
better than Gobert.
No,
So
Yeah, no,
Definitely.
absolutely. But the fucking Blazers do not have Danny Ainge working the phones. They
no,
have
yeah.
fucking Joe Shine or something like that.
So just in case anybody who's not privy to like free agency or anything like that, they're not looking for 4 first-round picks in 1 year. What they're looking for is
Right.
4 first-round picks like throughout like
you're just gonna
4 years.
gut. Like, who's gonna give that up? Who wants to mortgage their whole future for like maybe 1 ring?
Like the only team I know now who could do that is
Guaranteed ring?
well, I don't know, guaranteed. but-
We don't know.
I mean,
maybe 1 ring.
if you could guarantee a ring, I think there would be
Oh, yeah.
teams that would
if
mortgage
there was-
that away.
yeah. Again,
But,
Miami again is probably one of the only
Just
teams
for the
that-
chance, and
Yeah.
Dame is an older player. You know, he's
Right.
what 31, 32.
yeah.
So that also is you're not going to have him. He's not going to play until he's 40. You know, like LeBron or something.
No,
Like
Oklahoma.
when did Ray Allen retire?
Oh, I think he was like 40.
Okay, but like that's Ray Allen though, right?
But he's different. Yeah, his
He's just shooting over there.
yeah, he's
yeah.
just
Whoa,
hanging
whoa,
out,
whoa,
catch
man! Don't
shoot.
do my guy like that, man.
Hey, man, I saw this like 1997 dunk contest that happened after the NBA dunk contest. I don't know if it's 96 or 97, but T Mac was in it, and this was before he played in the NBA. I should have sent this to you guys, but it was like unseen footage. Well, purportedly by the Post, but it was hell of people, bro. It was Kobe. Kobe was dunking. T Mac. Um, shit. I'll send it to you guys. But it was about Ray Allen. Ray Allen was there. There was a bunch of other dunkers. What was he wearing? Kobe was wearing a jersey that said Magic. I don't know if it was in Orlando or something, but I'll try to find that and send it to you guys. But that was like it's cool to see them young and flying around, and then also Ray Allen, yeah, man, that shit. I was like, oh, you used to do that?
Hey, man, let me tell you, if you didn't know already, Ray Allen is my favorite player of all time.
Nice.
Ray Allen. And when Ray Allen came out of UConn, bro, Ray was the man. You know what I mean? He played in Seattle, and I loved it. You know what I mean? It was him, Rashard Lewis, bro. They were killing people. Luke Rittenauer. They were nice, man. And Jordan, when Jordan signed Ray Allen, he was supposed to be like taking the mantle because I mean he was that good. I mean, he was good.
He could go to the lane. He could dunk on people.
He could dunk on people.
Super athletic.
Was he shooting threes at the same clip that he was at the end?
Yeah, same percentage, but not at the frequency. I would say.
Because he didn't have to just shoot threes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was taking people off the dribble.
He was dropping 30 every which way.
I mean, even later into his career, like you'd have like certain games, like you would see him just like take people to the rim, or like even when he was just getting to the rim just to lay it up, not really dunk on people, you could tell how athletic he was. You know what I mean? But yeah, Ray Allen's one of the only guys I know too. Like his release was crazy because, like a lot of guys, you know what I mean. Again, it's muscle memory, but if Ray Allen, his upper body was fine, like it didn't matter. He hit from anywhere. Like that release was so quick, man. Yeah, raise the
shout out to Ray Allen.
Shout out to Ray Allen.
He got passed up by Steph for like most threes.
Yeah, because Steph came out the womb. Steph came out the womb shooting threes
and making them. Whole different game. Yeah, I guess Steph never had that early career. I'm gonna take you to the hoop, dunk on you. He's just been shooting threes his whole life.
My ankle hurts, coach. My ankle hurts.
For people who don't know, too, man, Steph's dad was a top 3-point shooter in the league for a long time, too.
Hey.
Dell Curry was a shooter, man. Dell Curry could shoot that ball. Most of his career was in Charlotte, where he did most of his damage, but Dell Curry was...
Shout out to Wardell Curry Sr.
Yes.
And having millionaire parents that let you bang them threes and turn into an NBA champion. How many championships has Steph Curry won?
3? Is it 3? 4?
3.
4? How much does
how many times does
Clay be counting them out, right? 1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
Is it 4? It is 4. It is 4.
Yeah.
It is 4 because that one dude that was at the game, was it the Lakers game? He was like 4, and everyone's like, "Look at the banners."
Yeah, 15, 17, 18, and last year. So.
Oh right. Damn, I forgot they won versus the Celtics recently.
Or like 2 years ago, I guess.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys for being on this week. And bro, just chopping it up. This was good. We didn't necessarily need to even follow the schedule. We was just chilling. Talking about food. So much food.
You can tell we're Poly win.
Yeah.
Sadly, man.
Hey, bro, it's I'm so glad when we go to Hawaii, it's going to be with you who knows, the landscape of the area. Also that we're going to be going to the PolyFest in Auburn on Saturday, August 5th. Make sure to get your tickets. Check Instagram, DJ Loose Screws, Victoria, Correa.
Yeah.
At the PolyFest, I think, has their own website and page also. Check that link in bio.
Right. Nevada's going to be there selling merch, and if you can't wait, to the PolyFest to buy merch from Nevasa. Go check them out on Instagram. Check out the website. But our boy's gonna be out there. My brother E-Rod gonna be out there selling Nevasa merch.
That's so dope to just get to hang out with him this weekend. He's in town for his homie, I forget his name, the Alvarez wedding. He officiated it actually.
He did.
He was up there helping them exchange vows, really breaking down the ceremony, the moment, the situation, the matrimony between those two, you know. So congrats to them, congrats to him. And we're gonna see him in a couple more weeks. At the 4 Days of Aloha at the end of July, from the 20th to the 23rd, not the end of July. On the 20th to the 23rd, there's going to be a bunch of different concerts. There's always great vendors, food vendors. I think Eric with Island Shaved Ice might be back out there.
Eric's going to be out there.
Hopefully we see Lex 55 back out there.
Yep.
There's a bunch of different art. Like if you're trying to get anything Poly, listen to Poly music, be around Polynesian people or just Islanders, not even necessarily Polynesian. Yeah, definitely check that out. I know it's a Vancouver, Washington, Esther Shore Park, July 20th to 23rd. And definitely while you're there, make sure to check out the Levasa tent. Brother Eri, Brother Va are going to have all the merchandise out there. I think they got a double tent this year because last time they only had the 10 by 10, but they definitely need more space because hella people showed up last time. And I know people are going to show out the same way, the way they always do. Bro, we was walking around with Eri this weekend. Bro, it's all love. Everybody, all the doors that we went to, we didn't go inside any clubs. We didn't really have time to be like drinking like that. All he had to do like the wedding the next day. But yeah, every place we walked up to, they saw him and we're really happy to see him. And yeah, we definitely love and miss Eri up here in Portland. That guy was yeah, hell yeah. That's the brother right
legend.
There. Right. Fuck yeah. And he's continuing to build in his community of Modesto, California on Saturdays at the Via Dolorosa Church in Modesto, California. I think it's 1331 Cascade Avenue. They do a food bank on Saturdays. I think it starts at like 10 or 11. And for a couple hours, they hand out boxes and there's food that they get donated from different places around Modesto and Sacramento. And people just pick, come and get the food you need. And that's a resource. That's a blessing that a lot of people have been using. And it's, from what he's saying, more and more people are getting the word. So actually now they need to find more and more vendors or donations to kind of help the community. Just basic food stuff, shit like food scarcity, food like hunger across America. Shit is wild, actually, for like the richest, best, number one nation in the world. There's so many people that are hungry and are using their money instead to pay for rent, to pay for utilities, to keep the water going, keep the heat on, and just going with like the super basic stuff for food, just like bread and, like bologna, whatever it is for them. But having this resource from Levasa, from Via Dolorosa Church, helps people take care of that need. So they're able to use their money for what they need to, but also not have to go fucking hungry in a nation that's, the best. So yeah, shout out to them. Yeah. Definitely self-appointed nickname right there.
Yeah. We're number one.
Call me the Wolverine. Call me the best nation.
Y'all see that Wolverine
Deadpool
costume?
Yep.
Old school, bro. Like straight out the Saturday X-Men.
I hope they give him a helmet too, man. That'd be dope.
Hey, just like the
cowl or mask or whatever. Yeah.
What is that?
That movie's gonna be
the cowl. Sick. Yeah. What is that? End of 2024 is when Deadpool 3 with Wolverine, Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
And also like the old Jean Grey, old Cyclops.
Nice.
Carmen Electra, not Carmen.
Carmen Electra.
No, Electra, Jennifer Garner, Electra, and
nice.
Ben Affleck, Daredevil. Yeah. I think they're gonna kill the whole old MCU and then start it over.
That's that, yeah. That was pretty dope. Like Daredevil and Electra, I think were very underrated Marvel movies when they came out.
It's cool to see the possibilities that the multiverse kind of understanding has opened up.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's just like cool shit like people can do. It's just a different universe and just
It's
do
also
like
it's also the
different
only
stories
way
to
it's
make it make sense.
yeah, the only way you can explain like how these guys can stay so young, or you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
right.
like,
Because it's
For 50
fucking different
years.
universe.
right.
Well,
Right.
they got what fucking Wolverine got that super healing can't age shit. Oh, but seeing
Yep.
him in Logan, that was kind of like a I cried. Definitely
Oh,
cried in that movie.
Yeah.
Because like I was like, man, Wolverine's gone. There's never going to be another Wolverine. Well, at least Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, who we've known since the initial X-Men movies.
yeah.
I didn't know this fool was what is he Australian or some shit? For
Oh,
the
yep.
longest time, bro, I thought he was just an angry ass bub. I thought he was just like an angry American. But yeah, Hugh Jackman obviously done a bunch of other stuff, but now having him again as Wolverine is definitely going to be dope. Yeah,
That'd
shout
be
out
dope.
to Ryan Reynolds, Aviation Gin, Cricket, whatever the hell else he's got going on. Yeah.
Wrexham.
Mint Mobile.
Vince Mobile. Hey man, they could have not have picked a better person to play Deadpool. Like he would have been a pretty good Peter Parker too, I think. No, just the way he is.
Yeah.
But I think Deadpool was dead on for him. Like you couldn't have picked anybody better than Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I think he just nailed definitely good casting.
Yeah.
Same way Robert Downey Jr. took
Oh, yep.
over Iron Man.
Yep.
Like his
Yep.
personal life kind of matched up with Iron
Yep.
Man. It was like
Yeah.
such a seamless. This guy's going to be like the cocky, rich jerk that's really has a good heart.
Yeah.
Proof that Tony Stark has a heart. All the good stuff. Nice. Thank you guys again for coming on. Shout outs. Mike, you got any shout outs this week?
Yes, I do. So today is 7/10, which for all my super stoners out there know that this is one of our national holidays after 420. 7/10 because upside down it spells oil, and us dabbers we love oil. So my shout out this week goes out to Rick Simpson. Anybody who does dabs, and you've heard this term RSO, that is Rick Simpson oil.
Nice.
This guy in 2002, he just made dabs or whatever, and he had skin cancer, and he rubbed it on his lesions and cancerous things, and it went away. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Rick
but
Simpson.
Rick Simpson, and then he's like, y'all should try this shit.
What is the RSO? It's like you can put it on like a cookie or something and just eat it straight.
Yeah, so it's activated THC that you extract from the flower.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you could eat it.
I like
it? To. Yeah, you can smoke it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Like put it around a joint or something, or in a joint.
Yeah, all that. I'd be taking dabs of it too. Like,
oh, that's yeah.
It's a little sweet, but should be hitting.
Nice.
And yes, supposedly, I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, but supposedly it can help with cancer and all kinds of other things.
Ailments. Nice. He rubbed it on his lesions and it took it away. Nice.
Yeah. So shout out 710, all my dabbers. Shout out Rick Simpson. Thank you for blessing us.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Rick Simpson and freaking dabs.
Yeah.
Man, did you guys see in the chat where Marcus said he takes a dab at night? I didn't know my guy was a smoker like that. That was a pleasant surprise.
I missed that. That's
dabs
tight.
more than I do. That is nice.
You know who I was surprised when they said they smoked was Seth, because anytime we were back
Let's
home, like
go.
he didn't smoke with us back home, like you know what I mean, like. And definitely, anytime Seth was with us, we were smoking. So
I love it. Man, yeah, I drink sometimes, just like if I'm with drinkers, but I so much prefer to smoke.
Yo,
even if it's like
Lung
an
hugs.
edible or something.
The best.
Oh yeah. Forrest, any shout outs this week?
hey man, shout out to you and Eli for coming to pick me up the other night. I was in bed, and then I got a message like, "Hey man, you all right going into the
I thought you was at work.
Then I was at work, so they're gonna visit me. I told them I wasn't. I took the night off, and then I get a FaceTime like 5 minutes later. It's like, "Hey man, we're going into town." I'm like, so should we pick you up or are you gonna be there? I was like, Well, the only way I'm going into town is if you pick me up. And what happened? They picked me up.
Showed up 30 minutes later.
Right. I mean, it was a good time, man. It's so funny, man. Just man, again, like I'm homegrown, man. Like I grew up most of my life in American Samoa, but so anytime I get to hang out with like just people, like all of us, like
yeah,
it just feels like home. And then you know, a lot of the Polynesians know like it doesn't take much for you to connect with someone you've never met, like because you have points that you can connect on automatically. So and then going downtown and seeing all the madness is always fun when you're not trying to control the madness, when you're not working it, when you get to stand back and see people be stupid, and then you get to see your bouncer friends bounce people. That's always fun. That's always fun. What's not fun is people automatically looking at you somewhere downtown, like, "Are you guys working?" If you don't get the hell behind the line.
I saw so many like of the same customers that were
Right,
like
that's
walking around downtown
so
4 years
funny.
ago when I was still working there.
And they're still there going to clubs like it's cool, like that.
Losers.
And I'm like, oh, you're a drug dealer. Got it.
Alcoholic. Got it.
Okay, got it.
So
Right.
me and Lance,
No.
we're talking to one of our friends, and this guy is walking like, and I know him, I recognize him, like, fuck, man. I hope he doesn't stop by and say what's up because he knows me from a different part of my life. And so my man walks by, and the first thing he goes, "Hey, what's up, Oos?" And taps me, this tall black dude. I was like, man, you're not supposed to recognize me out here in public, dog. Like,
Hey, I'm not
What's up,
working
brother?
tonight, bro.
right?
Okay,
Like, yo, bro, I'm not.
have some respect.
I don't have nothing on me, man. And so he's like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And then he gave me a little look. I was like, "No, all right, see you later, man. Go away, go away."
As like a strip club bouncer, that's the same way. Like you're supposed to have that same kind of
Right.
privacy or something. When you see
Right.
people in public, you don't go up and be like, "Hey, Angel." She's like with her mom and shit. And she's like, "Deborah, who is this man?"
Like,
Like, oh,
why did he call you Angel?
Your daughter. Oh yeah.
Right?
I'm about the groceries.
Get the fuck out of my face! I'm never tipping you again. I'm like, oh,
That's so funny. Hey, Sage.
yo,
Your name's
yo,
not Sage.
hey! Shout out to Tokyo, baby bad child, who was a dancer who won Miss Nude Oregon. She like won like the statewide. Well, I guess it's city, but there's like a talent show. There's like a poll. I think other stuff. That was part of the competition, but she ended up winning. And she's like a dope person, and she's like
Dope.
really good for the earth and for people. So yeah, shout out to Tokyo.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna say her real name.
So yeah, we don't have to say her real name on here.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Any other shout outs for us?
Oh, actually, yeah. Shout out to a friend of ours, Devin. It was her birthday this past weekend, so happy birthday, Devin. She had a dinner that I unfortunately couldn't make. Feel bad. But she also will be in Hawaii for the wedding, so it's gonna be a good time. So
Bro, I can't wait to see Auntie Norma, Uncle Doug.
oh yeah, man. I got to talk to Noah yesterday, or day before yesterday. So they're doing pretty good. He got to play 18 holes with his dad at the golf course in American Samoa. So it's a great thing, man, to hear that he got to go out there and get around the golfing before he comes. I think he flies out tonight. So shout out to Noah. Safe flight back to Hawaii first, and then on his way back here to Portland soon. He'll be here tomorrow. So yeah.
Let's go, man. Things are happening. Summer is summering.
It is.
Again, shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys for coming on each week and talking through everything that's happening, sports, news, life, Islander perspective, just like breaking things down and what we remember, what we're seeing, and how we're interpreting it. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Livas Island Apparel again, who's going to be at 4 Days of Aloha and the PolyFest. Going to see Brother Eroy in a couple more weeks.
And both.
Brother Va, the leader of the youth at Via Dolorosa. Yeah, hell yeah.
Putting it down.
That like somebody that can relate to like the family and the church and what they're the community is going through and really help guide them. That's dope, man. That's really affecting people's lives and the way they're growing up and helping them feel safe, seen, protected. Same way we're talking about good dads. I think Va is doing that for um, the youth there. So that's also dope to see. Shout out Va. Shout out Big Boat.
Shaping young minds. Good for you.
Again, Pacifica by Design, Island Mogul, Island Block Radio, TV, all of those people for covering the Pacific Feats Fest. Did a great job. Appreciate you guys for posting all those things up. My 5-year anniversary with Sammy is next Monday, actually.
Yeah.
So we'll have to record episode 61 on a not
Right.
Monday.
Actually, we're gonna record from Salty's next to them at their
So we're going to Salty's. Did I say that to you?
You guys have a Salty's in Oregon?
Salty's on the Columbia River.
Oh,
right on the river.
And we were supposed to go to Salty's for Mother's Day. Of course, I didn't call until like 3 weeks before, and it was totally packed out. We were supposed to go for Father's Day in lieu of Mother's Day. But I woke up Father's Day and I was like, we can just go to get breakfast at this place. I don't mind. And she was like, okay, whatever. And then I totally forgot that I owed her Salties for Father's Day.
It's at Redondo Beach there, huh, Mike?
Oh, what? Oh, I'm thinking
Yeah,
Redondo
there's a
Beach in
couple down
California.
here.
Oh, I know they got one at Redondo.
Yeah, there's one in
feel like I've seen
Redondo. There's one on Alki Beach.
Oh, okay.
Like that's my favorite
Nice.
beach in Seattle. And I think there's also one in Des Moines.
Yo, shout out to Salties. And if you want to throw in a bottle of champagne next, I left a note. It's 5-year anniversary. At least let me see the river, please. Thank you. I feel like I'm gonna have to be like forceful when I get there. They'd be like, "Oh, we can only put you here by the bathroom," and I'd be like, "Look, it's an important night, and I understand how the service industry works. But can I get like a real? Oh, okay,
If you
got
made
it.
a reservation, then they shouldn't put you by the bathroom. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I made a reservation, but I'm also taking cash in case I have to grease some wheels.
What you
Okay.
do, man.
I understand.
After that, if there's no table, you just be romantic, dog. Get it for takeout. Go sit outside on the river, dog.
I see. Yeah, there.
Also,
Yeah,
bring edibles. Edibles are worth more than cash to those guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Everybody in the service industry does mad drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. I have a bunch of like jellies and stuff. And be like, yo, here, please. Nice.
Hook it up.
Good tip. Yeah. Shout out to Samantha, Jean, Catherine, Doshbach, Jobs. Yeah, we've been together for 5 years. We obviously have the most adorable little baby who is making a racket in the bathtub right now. So it's almost time to go to sleep. Yeah, love and appreciate this woman, and am amazed at everything she goes through. And yeah, it should feel like I feel like, especially with a kid, sometimes it feels like you're just living with a roommate. And like we definitely have those times where we're just like ships passing each other in the night, you know what I'm saying? Like just handing off the baby so the other one can sleep, and it feels like we spend more time with the baby, but we're definitely getting through it together and at least working together as a team to try to address these things as our family grows and we continue to be parents and talking about more kids or no kids. Shit is wild, but I'm glad I have her to like try to have healthy communication and figuring all that out. A good partner. Very lucky. In 5 years. Yeah. Just so. Yeah. That's his I'm sure I'm forgetting people, but that's all we have for this week. Thank you guys for listening. For Mike Piso, Forrest Dodelau, I am Lance Falatongo. Stay hydrated, stay blessed, stay ballin', love and light. Peace. Yeah.